finally, we're getting in a drafters draft here. Maybe some overlay with this contest as well. We're getting pick 7, which is a unique one for me. I don't think I've had pick 7 yet. Some huge differences with drafters. There's no playoffs, so it's just all your scores added up. And we only get 10 teams in here. And in this format, forwards are going to be pretty important. I think I'm going Anthony Edwards with my first pick, and then hope a forward comes back to me at 14. But if you guys haven't signed up for drafters, you can get a 50% deposit match, and you can do these drafts. Looks like there's going to be some overlay with this contest. And if you guys are just familiar with DraftKings, they have barely any centers, and over here a lot of these forwards are actually center eligible. So if we get Anthony Davis here, I almost just took him. I almost took him at 7, but I do like Jaylen Brown, especially in this format where you need forwards. But Anthony Davis would have been amazing to come back to 14. And as always, we got to keep an eye on some slides for these injured players that I'm scooping up the slides on a lot of these injured guys. All right, we're coming up in a few picks. And obviously, I wanted to mention, too, that there's only 10 teams in these drafts. So your teams are going to be stronger, most definitely. And like I said, I want to go forward early. Jalen Johnson is being ranked above Siakam, LeBron, Zion, which seems crazy to me. I would normally go Maxey here, but since we need forwards, I'm going to go Zion at 27. I think that's fine to do because he's going around 28 to 30 on DraftKings, and I think he's way more important here as forwards get really thin. And I'm going to be waiting on center. I'm curious of what is going to come to us at center because there's so many more centers. As we can already see, Wembanyama is a forward on DraftKings, so is Sabonis, and so is Towns. Okay, I was looking for Flag, and Flag just goes. So I think I'm going Ja. I'm really concerned about LeBron with this back issue of him missing like 2 to 4 weeks, and then you could just see it flaring up again this season, maybe twice, and then he's going to miss a lot of time. So I know I took some LeBron on DraftKings, maybe 1 or 2 teams, but now I just can't be getting to him. And I got to Ja Morant, who, I mean, it seems like he's going to play the first game. So this slide because of injuries is pretty nice to get. All right, we're coming up in a couple picks. So Brandon Miller is going to look good for me at 47 to get my third forward. We'll see if he doesn't go here. And then I'm going to hope that Fox comes back to me. Yeah, so we get Brandon Miller, and then I'm going to hope Fox comes back to me. Possibly Jalen Green. Both these guys now have injuries that are going to force them to miss at least the first couple games. Fox probably misses a few more. I think I saw somewhere he's likely to miss the first 5 games of the season, and Jalen Green's likely to miss the first 1 to 3 games. But we could be getting a nice slide here on Green. Alex Sarr goes 48. In this format, that's insane because he's getting taken in the 60s on DraftKings when you need centers more. And yeah, we still don't have a center. I'm targeting Miles Turner. You guys know I like Turner if you've seen my other videos. If he comes all the way back at 67, that would be great. As Fox goes, I wasn't expecting Fox to go. And Green. So this guy loaded up Fox, Green. Kawhi Leonard for me, I think looks pretty nice. And then we're going to be at 4 forwards in our first 6 picks. Kawhi goes. Dang it. Trey Murphy. I'm not a Jaden or a Dyson Daniels guy. Man, I think we're going to have to go Trey Murphy. Yeah, we're going to go Trey Murphy. Yeah, just noticing things like Sarr at 48, Holmgren at 42 for a center, Zubac at 38. These guys are going way earlier than I was expecting because it is a much deeper pool at center that we have. And recently we saw Steven Adams starting for the Rockets, which is really interesting. and he's getting taken way low on all these sites, or like barely even. So I think he's getting going undrafted in a lot of formats, and I think he could be really a sneaky play. So you don't get the hero slide like you do on DraftKings, where he's been taken in the 70s. He goes 58 here, which is really high. Due to his injury, it could keep him out 2 months in the beginning of the year. And, by the time he comes back, I guess that's his third guard. But by the time he comes back, your team might just be too far down if you're counting on Reeves as your second guard. Pritchard goes 60. That's also really high. Buzela's 61 is high. So, yeah, definitely interesting. And I mean, we're gonna take Duran if he's here. We're up in 4 picks. All right, my guy Cam Thomas comes off the board, which is annoying. We got Ayton down here at 73. That's crazy. So I'm going Shaden Sharp at 67, and then Turner or Ayton coming back to us is going to look real nice. Ayton is really low at 73 ADP. He's actually looked pretty good in preseason, and now with no LeBron, he could be. Oh, he gets taken. He could be way better. I can't believe he's that low over here. All right, so we do get Miles Turner to come back to us, which I do like Ayton better than Turner. I think slightly. It's close, but I'm not mad at Turner at 74. So quick recap, we went Anthony Edwards, then got Jaylen Brown and Zion to lock up 2 elite forwards and an elite guard, then another elite guard, and what I think is an elite forward as well, and Brandon Miller at 47. Then Trey Murphy, who I don't think I've taken any Trey Murphy. I don't know how I feel about him. I wanted that Leonard slide here. And then at 67, we go Sharp. I was hoping Thomas would come to us. And then we get a nice slide down here on Turner at 74. Something I just noticed also is there's 18 rounds. DraftKings, I want to say, is 16 rounds. So you get 2 additional players over here. So I think we're going to go 4 centers on this team. Just because we took one late. We waited till round 8 to get our first center. So I think we can go 4 centers and still have enough depth at forward and guard, because these teams are extremely deep and we're coming up quickly. And Okongwu, I don't mind that if he's falling here. And I'm not really loving anyone else around this range. So we're taking Okongwu as our second center. So I think we want to go guard here. So I'm looking at Christian Braun. If not, then Ivy. Powell is also tempting. But I do think we need more help at guard. They both go right in front of me. Are you kidding me? Okay. I guess we're going to go Norman Powell. So definitely got a little screwed there. I wanted one of Castle, Braun, Ivy. All 3 of them go within 4 picks of me. So now we got 5 forwards, still only 3 guards, and I think we need help at guard. Even though we started guard with Edwards and got Morant with our 4th, I still think we are lacking in guards. So we're coming back at 107. Okay, McCollum just comes off the board. So guard, man, I don't like any of these guards. I'm tempted to go Mark Williams for our 3rd center. I think at 107, that's pretty nice. And he gets sniped in front of us. Man, we are just getting sniped. I don't know what to do here. Khalil Ware. Man, it's real dusty here, but I'll queue up Ware. I mean, there's so many centers out there though. But okay, we'll go Ware, and then we still only have 3 guards. Yeah, okay. And then we're coming back pretty quickly here, and we could still probably get one of these guys. Like, I don't think maybe 1 or 2 of these guards is going to come off, but we could go Carrington here or Edgecombe. Ooh, and I think Beal was actually a pretty good pick, but he just went. D'Lo goes, which we're fine with, and a forward goes. So we're going to get one. Oh, we might get one of these 2 guys. All right, Kyrie goes. We're going to take Carrington, who I was taking a lot earlier, in my DraftKings drafts because he was going in like, I want to say the 130s to 140s. But he's definitely come up. But I mean, I think I like him slightly better than Edgecombe just because his playing time's probably more set. Looking to see if anything else weird happened in this draft. I guess John Collins at 84 is really high, but definitely some weird stuff. And I've been getting sniped on a ton of my guys that I've been wanting. So besides that, everything's going good. Especially if I can get my two guards here that I want, which I do believe I will be able to. And I'm picking up for these guys. I like DiVincenzo now that he is the starting point guard on Minnesota. It's not Mike Conley anymore. So we could see a large uptick in minutes for DiVincenzo. His ADP is at 142. I think that's going to climb here in this final 5-6 days until we got games or until these contests are live. And then Dylan Harper's my other guy. At 134, it's questionable if he's going to get taken right now, so I guess we do have to look. And I do like Sexton, Suggs, Holiday as well, but I like Harper better than all those guys. And I've basically been taking Harper on every team where I don't get Fox. We were close to getting Fox in this one, but yeah, he got taken a few picks before us. Kuzma goes at 133. Last DraftKings draft, we got him at 165, I believe. But, I mean, it is different over there. So, but we're taking Harper. So now we have 6 guards, 5 forwards, 3 centers, and 4 picks left. What I want to do is get Steven Adams, and unless he's been taken, he doesn't have an ADP. Does that mean he hasn't been drafted in this contest? That is insane. So we're definitely taking him with our last pick, and I have to imagine he's going to be there if he doesn't have an ADP. And then with the 3 before that are probably going to go 2 forwards, 1 more guard. So then we would have 8, 8, and 4. Okay, well, Jalen Suggs has come all the way back to us at 147. And Ty Jerome's there as well. So I think I'll go with Suggs. So now we have 7 guards, 5 forwards. So we definitely need a forward. Koulibaly is still interesting to me. Herb Jones and Jeremy Grant have a really high ADP in this. So does Rui. Okay, forwards is incredibly dusty. So maybe we should have took DeAndre Hunter there. Because yeah, now I don't know what to do. And we need at least 6 forwards. But like these guys are, I mean, okay, I guess I'm going Herb Jones if he does actually even fall to me. So he does. Okay, we got Herb Jones. So now my question is, go 8 guards, 6 forwards, or even it out at 7 and 7. I guess we'll see what comes back here at 167. I think for my next draft in this, I would wait even longer on centers because second to last round, you can still get Kalkbrenner. You can get Kada. You can get Mitchell Robinson here. You can get Wendell Carter here. Gafford. Wow, okay. Next time, you definitely got to wait on center if I'm doing another one of these drafts. And, okay, we need a forward. I've taken Ryan Dunn before. I'll take him again. And, I mean, I know I said I was going to go with Steven Adams, but if Mitchell Robinson or Wendell Carter here's with my last pick, I have to take that. Or Gafford. Oh, you could get Westbrook here late. Just sign with the Kings. That's interesting, too. I didn't think about that. That his ADP would be extremely low, and now you can get him. Wendell Carter goes. So this guy has that strategy of like, I'm waiting on centers. Okay, now everyone's doing this. So we might not get Gafford. Still 2 more picks ahead of us. And that guy takes Gafford. Just when I was talking about how I should have my pick of centers here, 4 straight go, all 4 that I had queued up. That's just how this draft has gone. But yeah, we're getting Steven Adams. I can't believe he's not being drafted. I'm curious where he goes on DraftKings now. I got to look into that. And here we go. We started Edwards, then got Jaylen Brown, Zion, Morant, Brandon Miller, Trey Murphy, Shaden Sharp. So we started 3 guards, 4 forwards, and then went back-to-back center. Yes, I get it. And then went Norman Powell, then a third center, 4 straight guards here. This thing keeps popping up. And then 2 forwards. Forward got extremely dusty down here. And then there's a ton of centers left at the end. A team I like is in the 10 spot, starting center. And then getting Booker, who's nice. Siakam at 30 is pretty good. Jalen Williams. And then Green and Fox, I think, are being drafted too late, at least Fox. So I love that pick. Markkanen at 70. Ingram at 71. I love both those picks. Castle, I don't love that, but Porzingis, okay for your second center. D'Lo, I don't love. McDaniels, I don't love. Vassell, I don't love. Whitmore, I don't love either. Koulibaly, Mitchell, so I don't love their late guards and forwards. But then getting Keita and Carter with 17-18 is insane robbery. So this is interesting, and like I said, there is overlay, at least right now. We got 3,200 out of 5,600, and this contest has been live for like almost 2 months, which that's probably a stretch, but definitely over a month here. And I want to say like 200 to 300 spots are filling per day. That could ramp up, but right now it's looking like it's only going to fill like 5,000 out of 5,600, but we'll see. I'm definitely going to be entering more of these. I think you can take advantage of late centers on drafters. So for next draft, that's going to be my strategy. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and check out another video on the channel here.